Okay, so this is gonna be very funny. But if you notice anything different in the background, our school let us destroy a Subaru today, and I got the fog lamp cover. So that's literally the fog lamp cover from a 2003 Subaru Outback. But anyways, that's just gonna sit in the background from now on because that's just an ironic moment. Yeah, so basically the teacher is like one of the auto teachers forgot to remove the fog lamps from the car, so I got it for him with a sledgehammer. And hey, I got the covers. Some kid took off the trim panels with that sledgehammer, and I asked if I could keep one, but it was too big. They said it was too big. I totally would have framed it and put it on my wall or something. But I mean, speaking of cars, we do have a car I am pretty excited for, which is the Mitsubishi FTO. I absolutely love this thing. It's a V6 front-wheel drive. It honestly, I just love these little cars like this. I know I love the FTO, but I would have preferred an EG Civic just because I like it a little more than the EK. And well, I mean, we're kind of missing it. I think my dad's one of my dad's first cars was a EG Cooper sedan. I forget. They have some customization that kind of reminds me of an Aston Martin DB7, DB9. I don't know. I'm having a brain fart today. Or we have, yeah, we're gonna go with that. The Boz Speed, was it? I think we're gonna keep the stock wing. Yeah, stock wing looks a lot better. For the engine, we have a 2-liter V6, because I don't think it's a 4G. Maybe it is a 4G63, I don't know. We have a 2-liter inline-4 turbo. That might be a 4G, then I guess we'll go with this, sure. And I don't know if I want to leave this thing yet. We'll actually leave it front-wheel drive this time. And I don't know what else, like, what kind of build do we want to do on this? I say we should do A-Class, or I really should have kept the stock engine in this. Yeah, we are going to change that, but first let's pick out some wheels. I don't really know what to go with on this. Definitely keep the 5 spokes. We could do... Let's go with... I have no idea, really. Ooh, those actually look pretty alright. We'll throw the stock motor back in this. We can turbo it. Go with a single turbo. You will have to do all this. We go with a sport transmission. I want to say this thing had a 4 or 5 speed stock. That might make it a 6 speed. Go with sport brakes. Actually, no, we'll go with race brakes because a lot of the A-Class cars I use have sport brakes and they suck. This thing it's pretty light, but at the same time kind of heavy, so we'll chop back down 2,100 pounds. We'll go with some sport chassis reinforcement. And then, how does this thing sound like with an exhaust? Okay, now with camshafts. Alright, turbo. Can't really hear it. That you can hear a lot. So we're front-wheel drive, which means that our class isn't going to climb that much. We will... Okay, we'll just do a sport engine block, I guess. But, like, I actually love front-wheel drive cars a lot, like the Civic, the FTO, of course. It's really the only 2 iconic ones. Ooh, and there was the Lancia Fulvia, I think it was. That is one of my favorite cars in the game to drive, honestly. Is there anything else? Just gotta think for a bit, because I know there are... Alright, now I know we're either going to paint it red or yellow, even though I don't know what they did to the yellow in this game, but it looks so desaturated, honestly. Like that, like... That's good. So we will paint this thing yellow. The mirrors doesn't paint the base. Wing, we'll leave that as is. The wheels... White wheels? I actually like that. I do like that. But what was I talking about? Sorry, ADHD is just going herderber. It was... I forget. It's the base of the mirrors, I think. But, I can't remember. Overall, I do like this thing a lot, but actually, wait. Let's head back to the festival, because I do want to see, is it a 4G63 stock, or is it a V6? It's a V6. So then the other one, the inline-4, would have been a 4G63 from the Mitsubishi Lancer. Maybe the Evolution? Is it just the Evolution? I don't know, but front-wheel drive on this thing is going to be fun. I do want to take this thing to the road real quick. Oh, it even says FTO engraved into the back. That's cool. This thing was kind of like, the Dodge Neon SRT4 came after the FTO, but I do want to stop, and I do want to, I feel like we do get maybe a little bit of torque steer, or basically that means for front-wheel drive cars, because the way the engine is in the front, one drive shaft, or one half shaft, is longer than the other, which basically pushes the car, or pulls the car in one direction or the other. This car might be the tires or the suspension, it doesn't do it anymore. Oh, I can hear that transmission, or is that the turbo? That high pitched. I don't think I've ever heard that before. Like something that high. Kind of make my ears ring a little bit, but overall, this thing is really fun. Like, it's front-wheel drive, but it actually turns. Like, it's, like, just for some reason, front-wheel drive cars in this game are just unbelievably fun to just rip around in. Like, a Civic or an FTO, or a Fulvia is my favorite. I think, what was it? It's a Lancia, I know that. I think it's, like, the oldest Lancia they have. Yeah, the Fulvia. That thing, I used it, I forget which championship it was. It's Classic Rally Road Racing, or maybe it was just Lancia or Italy? I don't know, but it was just amazing to drive. Same with this. Like, seriously, you can keep your Miatas, you can keep your Porsches. This thing, or anything that's kind of low power, low weight, front-wheel drive, that is going to be unbelievably fun. But how much horsepower do we have? 450 horsepower. Jeez. 2,100 pounds. And honestly, with the front bumper, overall, this thing looks really good. I would say this is one of the best looking cars of all time, in my opinion. But overall, I do love how this thing looks. It might be a little weirdly proportioned on the back there, but overall, this thing looks really nice. Sounds pretty good too, because that's a V6, but it sounds like an inline 4. It's kind of, I don't know, like a mix between a Subaru and a Civic. Like, that is really nice. Overall, I would say this thing is going to be an amazing car to have. Not to mention, it's C-Class stock, so you can use this in a lot of championships. So definitely get it this week, because